And it was in the area of promotional packaging. And we often saw around the world many, many very bad examples of where we had a whole lot to say and we needed to put it all on a teeny tiny package. We have a term for this at the company. We call it pimping the pack. And we knew this was not a good idea, and oftentimes eradicated the brand in the process. So we went around the world and we tested a variety of on-pack promotional offers, from simply adding a property like the Olympics or Santa Claus, to premium items when you get something free, to offering what we call a violator band, which was offering a great price or an offer on the pack. And we did, I've given you just representation, we tested quite a bit of different approaches. And we went to 5 countries, and what was fascinating, as we've actually begun to find in Shopper, because we're more alike than not around the world, is we found some very consistent findings. One in particular behind my least favorite tactic in the entire world, and it's my mission in life to eradicate it, is the use of yellow violators. Now, I've been in rooms like this, filled with bottlers, who are a pretty tough crowd because they make it happen in the marketplace. And they're probably about 95% male and have been in the business for about 1,010 years each. And they will say to me, I don't care what your research says. When I put yellow on a pack, it screams off the shelf. People can see it. As a result, that's what turns into a purchase. I don't care what your research says. You could go to every country in the world. And we said, you're wrong. Actually, what happens when you put yellow on a pack is your visibility goes down for a couple reasons. One is we primarily shop by color. I won't comment on the white Coca-Cola can, but just know we shop by color. So if a color gets in the way of us finding our brand, it's a problem. Yellow, in addition, reduces the size of the logo. So what we found is you don't see it better, and your purchase actually is negatively affected. And what we were really alarmed with was the fact we did also, in addition to eye tracking and purchase, we did neurotracking. We tracked emotions. And what we saw is emotions went negative when people saw that yellow. Fundamentally, they were saying, don't cheapen the brand I want to participate in. Yes, I want a value, but don't make it cheap. And that was what was happening. So we made some progress. We actually had markets around the world say, you're right, oh my God, look what I've done, and make some very significant changes. We had other markets, Ireland most in the last couple weeks, say, we've been using it, we're not stopping, so the debate continued until we got in some very interesting information just a couple weeks ago. And actually, the information showed us, oh my God, the men are right. That those 95% bottlers who are looking at me saying, I don't know what you're talking about, it doesn't bother me, we're using it. And actually what we found in this study, because we tested men and women separately, men don't care about yellow. It doesn't bother them. It's the least effective of the promotions we use with them, but it doesn't bother them. We don't go negative. Women, on the other hand, really dislike yellow. We know through brain science that women actually avoid negative messages. I think it's probably my problem. Listen to it. But they also, yellow is the symbol of danger. It's the color of danger, way back to our primitive brains with lions and the such. But it is literally the symbol of danger and the symbol of cheap. And what we saw is women went extremely negative. So I quickly texted the Ireland team and said, Ireland team, you men are totally right. It doesn't bother you. It bothers women. And since you have 70% female shoppers, you might want to reconsider yellow on your package. The head guy in Ireland was nice enough to say, my intuition, which is a feminine thing, by the way, suggests you are onto something with your female in yellow. So success is being made. He is the ugliest dog in the world, by the way. Unfortunately, he won the job. So we slowly but surely, with the facts that we're putting in place, and I'm happy later to tell anyone, learning this process of myth busting, we had some learning in it as well. And if anyone's passionate about this, you can tell I am. I'm happy to talk you through, because there was a real learning curve to actually creating the facts that made sense and people believed in. So that's just it's a whole other thing. So game changer number 3 is we didn't set out, by the way, to refute the facts at all. We didn't go out to say, we're going to prove them wrong. We said, we're going to go find out whether this conventional wisdom is right. And actually, quite a bit of the time, it is. We're smart. We have experience, and it is. But the times that we're wrong are really important that we fix, because they actually do damage us in the long run. So at the end of the day, what does love have to do with it? Well, it has everything to do with it. And those of you who spend your life building brand love, you are the fuel to the value fire. I don't think value stays around long without the foundation of brand love. But if, in fact, you see that there may be a gap in the difference between how your shoppers, consumers, subscribers, donors, restaurant goers, between what you know they say and what they're doing, you may have an opportunity to really look at what's going on and hopefully begin to use some of the learnings that have taken us. Maybe there's some food for thought here for you in some of the learnings to take back in terms of take a look at your segmented offering. We've been marketing to teens for 100 years. And if you notice, in about the last 4 years, we've all of a sudden, oh my gosh, introduced a 16-ounce bottle at 99 cents, a 12-ounce bottle at 89 cents. That wasn't because we decided we needed smaller packages. It was because we decided teens needed smaller recruitment packages. We needed to address the OBBPC. Very important. And so the marketing actually had preceded that OBBPC, and I think we've corrected it actually in many places around the world. Singularity of message, 360 marketing is a great idea when it works, but really challenge yourself. Are you doing it because you want a singular focus, or are you doing it because it's effective? And I would challenge you to have that conversation. And finally, have fun. Look at your conventional wisdom and go see if you can't get the facts to either feel great about what you're doing or give the facts to maybe start to alter what it is you're doing. So at the end of the day, I hope you've taken away just a little something about if, in fact, you can create this change, this shelf-savvy marketing, this holistic marketing process, and it hopefully will help you turn love into value at the shelf. Thank you.